Am I the a-hole for not going to my dad's house in an emergency where his 5-year-old stepdaughter was left at home on her own? So yeah, this is a mess, and I'll try to lay it out as clearly as I can without going off too hard. But fair warning, this isn't a feel-good family story. I, 17M, just recently turned 17, which means I've got about 1 year left of court-ordered 50-50 custody between my mom and my dad. And when I say court-ordered, I mean I'm forced to spend time at my dad's house whether I like it or not. My mom could literally lose custody if I refuse or walk out while I'm scheduled to be at his place. It sucks, but that's the legal situation. Why does this matter? Because my dad is married to the woman he cheated on my mom with. And yes, that matters too. Let's call her Stephanie for clarity. Stephanie has 2 daughters. The older one is 14 and from her first marriage. The younger one is 5, and she's the result of Stephanie cheating on the first husband with the second guy, my dad. You can already guess how messy that is. The 14-year-old pretty much resents the 5-year-old. It's not subtle. She doesn't hide it. And honestly, I don't blame her. Her whole life got blown up by her mom's choices, just like mine did. But unlike her, I have zero emotional connection to any of them. I don't see them as stepsisters, and I'm not interested in pretending we're some happy, blended family. I'm forced to be at that house, but I mentally check out the second I walk through the door. I tolerate my time there. Barely. I count the hours until I can leave and go back to my actual family, my mom, my real home. So, here's what happened. Yesterday morning, my mom's custody time kicked in. I packed my stuff, left my dad's place, and finally exhaled. I was back in my comfort zone, back with someone who didn't betray me and then expect me to help clean up the wreckage. A few hours after I got home, all hell apparently broke loose at my dad's house. Here's the situation. My dad and Stephanie both had to work. Their genius plan? Leave the 14-year-old in charge of the 5-year-old for the day. Except the 14-year-old dipped, left to go hang out with her friends. Didn't tell anyone. Just bailed. Some parent from her friend's house texted Stephanie to say she got there safely, and that's how she even found out her daughter wasn't home anymore. Now, suddenly, there's a panicked rush because the 5-year-old is home completely alone. And what does my dad do? He calls me. He tells me I need to go back over there, back to his house, to watch the 5-year-old until someone can get home. I just sat there, stunned, and then told him no. Absolutely not. That's not my problem, and I'm not their babysitter. He pushed. He tried to guilt-trip me. She's only a little kid. You're the only one who can help right now. Then he tried to rope my mom into it, asked her to force me to go. She told him absolutely not. Stephanie called the 14-year-old and begged her to go back home, but she refused to. No one wanted to be there, and I guess I can't blame either of us. So the 5-year-old ended up being alone for several hours until Stephanie finally left work early and went home. Afterward, I ignored all the calls and texts from my dad. But the messages just kept coming. Paragraphs of guilt, rage, desperation. How could you do this? She's a child. She needed you. I'm disappointed in you. I didn't reply. I didn't feel guilty. Not really. Because here's the thing. None of that is my responsibility. I didn't make the choices that led to this chaos. I didn't cheat. I didn't remarry. I didn't create this unstable family dynamic. I'm not that kid's big brother. I'm not even a willing participant in that house. I'm legally forced to be there, and even when I am, I'm barely spoken to like a person. I'm just an awkward reminder of a past my dad would rather rewrite. My dad has spent years trying to fix what he broke, but he can't unbreak it. He expects me to fill emotional gaps for people I barely know, or worse, don't care about. He wants me to step into some replacement brother role because the 14-year-old can't stand the 5-year-old and I'm next best. But I'm not. I'm not part of that family. I'm not a patch. I'm not a spare part in someone else's drama. And yeah, I did think a little about the 5-year-old. She's just a kid. It sucks that she's being raised in a situation where no one seems to really want to take responsibility for her, not even her mom or her half-sister in that moment. But I'm not her savior. I didn't create that world for her. I'm still trying to survive mine. So now my dad's side of the family is whispering and judging me, saying I'm heartless, saying I let a child suffer. But what they don't get is that I've been suffering quietly in this whole arrangement for years. No one showed up for me when my family exploded. No one came running to shield me from being treated like an afterthought. So, am I the a-hole for refusing to go back to my dad's house in an emergency to babysit his 5-year-old stepdaughter when I wasn't even supposed to be there? Because to me, that felt like one more time I was expected to fix a problem I didn't cause, for a family that's never really seen me as part of it.